I gave you my heart.
What's up, YouTube? It's Master Hounds again with another video. I just want to say something. I'm finally back. It's been a while. Let's just get into this video. Okay, we have a topic. We're going to be talking about the PlayStation 5 and how it might just be the worst console of all time if it goes for the cartridges. Now, I hope that it's not true, but we never know until we find out, until we get to see it.
Usually, the jump to the next generation of
Okay.
consoles is predictable. The
Yes.
graphics get better, open
Yep.
worlds get a little bigger, and matchmaking systems can accommodate a
It
few
does.
extra players. And a few hiccups aside, Xbox and PlayStation share the console
No, they don't. Nintendo has it all to themselves.
market pretty much equally. But this year, Sony is playing for keeps. Like that guy in the first scene of Casino Royale, they are going all in on their new console.
But what even
They're trying
is
to make
that?
the PlayStation 5 the only console worth buying next year. Today at The Gamer, we'll be breaking down exactly how Sony is raising the stakes. Until now, most of the PS5 leaks have been a little dry. We've got more specs about CPUs and GPUs than we know what to do with. But what about the more intuitive stuff? The things we'll actually be touching and seeing. That little piece of hardware that will, as Drake says, do things when you want it to. A Dutch website called Let's Go Digital has leaked a patent application that Sony made for a new controller, and it looks unexpected to say the least. On the outside, it's got a screen, a D-pad, the 4 PlayStation buttons you know and love, as well as 2 bumpers. Apparently on the inside, there's a gyroscope and a tri-axle acceleration sensor.
What even is that? I don't know, but let's just get back to the video.
Maybe more importantly or more horrifying is the fact that it also might have a heart rate sensor and a fingerprint sensor. Why does a controller need this stuff other than to collect some very personal data? Sounds like some Big Brother funny business to me. You can connect it to a TV through your computer or your PlayStation, and if you bring it to a friend's place, it'll stay connected to your home system while allowing you to play on your friend's console with your own profile. Then there's the elephant in the room. A lot of people are saying that this controller looks like a Nintendo Switch, but honestly it looks more like a Game Boy.
Yes, it doesn't look like a Switch. It looks more like a Game Boy Micro.
Don't remember these little things? The Game Boy Micro was the final Game Boy. It came out in 2005, and it's pretty much just a smaller, sleeker version of the Game Boy Advance. Why is Sony biting the design of a forgotten version of the Game Boy? Well, they might not be. Some people are...
So, you have a cool idea, but maybe you don't know what to do with it. Easy. First things first, you need a website. Putting your idea online is the easiest way to get the ball rolling, and the easiest way to build a better website in under an hour is with GoDaddy. With our website builder, all you do is type in your idea, and it will pop up with unlimited design tailored to your industry. Then you just pick one and go. Add in your text and some pics, and you're...
I don't really care about that.
People are speculating that Sony is just trying to mislead all the Dutch internet sleuths by registering red herring patents. So this
red herring patents. Okay, that sounds very stupid.
Could just be a joke, but they could also be completely serious. Maybe Sony wants to drag us on a walk down memory lane. Nostalgia does sell, after all. The Dutch have also made a mock-up of what they think is a more realistic version of the DualShock 5. It looks pretty much like the DS4, but wider and flatter, with a honkin' big screen in the middle. And unless Sony invents a new type of battery, this thing will probably be plugged in more often than not. Valve recently announced a new Half-Life, which will be releasing exclusively on VR. The trailer has everyone going back and rethinking all the shade they've thrown on headset-based gaming. Plus, it's probably made an...
I don't get why they're trying to release a new Half-Life. That game was horrible.
Impression on Sony too. Although Sony hasn't made any official public statements about what PS5 VR will look like, they have filed a patent application that sounds like it was written by a robot. Here's what it describes as voiced by our in-house robot.
a technology that moves a robot in a response to emotion of a user and utilizes viewing data generated by a robot.
What is this robot actually talking about? Well, as you can see from this little mock-up, it's not the VR goggles, but a little VR robot that watches you with its camera eyes. The point of it is not only to situate you in VR, but to record audio and video of you using your headset and plop
That is creepy. Okay, I don't want a PS5 anymore. That's
you
creepy.
into someone else's VR experience. The point is to be able to interact more directly with another player through VR. It's another step towards having a completely VR life, the dark future that everyone over 50 is worried about. What is less seductive is how Sony's patent describes their new apparatus. Hey yo, can we get that robot back?
No, thank you.
An actuator apparatus of a certain mode of the present invention includes a first arc-shaped arm, having a first elongated through hole formed in a longitudinal direction thereof.
What the
A
what?
pencil configured the first arc-shaped arm and the second arc-shaped arm for pivotal motion in a crossing relationship with each other. A first motor configured
What?
to pivot the first arc-shaped arm and an insertion member fitted in the first elongated through hole
What does that
and the
even
second
mean?
elongated through hole. Try your best to ignore the repetition of elongated through hole and
Whoa.
the insertion member that gets fitted into it. We have serious VR business to discuss here. When
Okay.
the Sony robot, which
I hear
seems
you.
programmed to write Harlequin romance novels more than patent applications, talks about an arch-shaped arm, its pivotal motion, and its crossing relationship, it's saying that the little robot will mirror your movements around the top half of its sphere by sliding along two intersecting arch-shaped rails. What this will mean for the PlayStation Move, which gave new meaning to the word DualShock, as well as other third-party VR controllers, is yet to be seen. When the PS4 and the Xbox One came out back in 2013, no one was
Wow.
blown away. The generational jump wasn't what we thought it would be. But then 3 years later, Sony released the PlayStation 4 Pro, which had the specs everyone was expecting from the base model PS4. Needless to say, buying two versions of the same console isn't anyone's idea of a good deal. So what's going to
It's
happen
a bad
with the PS5?
deal.
Well, here's what the people at PlayStation have to say about it. Indeed, in the past, the cycle for a new platform was 7 to 10 years. But in view of the very rapid development and evolution of technology, it's really a 6 to 7 year platform cycle. Then, we cannot fully catch up with the rapid development of the technology, therefore our
Whoa.
thinking is
Wow.
that as far as a
What a
platform is concerned
joke.
for the PS5, it's a cycle of maybe 6 to 7 years. But doing that, a platform life cycle, we should be able to change hardware itself and try to incorporate advancements in technology. That was the thinking behind it, and the test case of that thinking was the PS4 Pro that launched in the midway of the PS4 life cycle. So this sounds like it won't actually be a Pro version, or in Xbox's case, an X version. It seems more like they're going to call it a day on the 5 after 6 years and go straight to the PlayStation 6. For a consumer, it's a lot more enticing to buy the shiny new console, the next generation, instead of a slightly more powerful variation on the
Okay.
one you already have. It's
Okay.
kind of like how every 5 minutes there's a new iPhone with 5 extra cameras on the back, and you've
Whoa.
got to shell out $1,500. Alternatively,
No.
you could just wait for the perfect iteration, but then you'd be waiting forever. There are going to be infinite
Yes.
versions, and if you want a PlayStation, you're just going to have to get in at some point. It seems like the only thing people are
Of
talking
course
about in
you
relation
do.
to the next-gen consoles is this mysterious
Okay, before we start, I have a bunch of stuff to say. Why haven't they said anything about the cartridges? I want to know. Is the rumor true? Tell us. Just please. Please. Okay, if they don't say it in this video, I want y'all to say it in the comments below.
ray tracing. But no one has had the kindness of heart or
Ray
the patience of mind
tracing.
to explain what it is to us simple folk who aren't VFX artists or computer programmers. The reason for all the mystique around this term is twofold. First of all, the idea of ray tracing is actually really simple. It's just the act
Yes.
of tracing rays of light. It's been happening since the 1500s when artists like Albrecht Dürer started studying light more scientifically, copying exactly how it refracts and reflects. But it's easy enough in drawings or paintings, or even movies because they're static. Video games are dynamic and interactive, so simulating light as it is in real life is no easy task. Or it is, but consoles haven't had enough processing power to do it quickly until now. Now that the PS5 will have a solid-state drive, as opposed to a spinning one, simulating the real-life physics of light will be a real possibility. And this
Yes,
is more
it
important than it
will.
sounds. We see everything
Good.
in light, and so its realistic modeling is the key to making something look real. Take this photo, for example, which uses ray tracing to create a very real-looking scene. But what about the competition? If Sony wants to monopolize the gaming industry, they're gonna have to show how much better their console is than the rest. The Nintendo Switch, although it's great, has a different
Yes.
audience, so we can cross that off the list right away. And the Google Stadia wasted no time proving itself to be irrelevant. That leaves the Xbox Project Scarlet. In their reveal trailer, which was like watching paint dry, they say that this generation will be a bigger leap than any generation we've done before. Does that mean that
Like
the
we-
color scheme will be in keeping with the name, red instead of
Okay.
green? Microsoft is promising that its
Okay.
premium edition, which is called the Anaconda, proving that they are also fans of innuendo, will be about 10 times more powerful than the base model of the Xbox One. It will also somehow
Whoa.
be cross-compatible
Now
with
that's
PC and
now
Nintendo
that's
Switch.
powerful.
And then there's the fact that Microsoft and Sony will be working together. Although the nuts and bolts of the arrangement are vague at this point, there are two main points worth mentioning. One is the fact that the two companies will be collaborating on AI. The other, more important point, is that the two...
AI stands for artificial intelligence. We already knew that. Let's just give yourself a dirt.
tech giants will be pooling their resources to build cloud infrastructure. The collaboration is confusing
Wow.
for fanboys of both consoles, but reps from
Yes,
both
it
Xbox
is.
and PlayStation have point-blank denied that they'll merge the consoles into one. But who knows? Details are light from both camps, and it wouldn't be the first time that big companies have gone back on their word. What do you think the future holds? Will the Xbox and PlayStation combine and take over the world?
No, they won't combine. They hate each other. Why would two companies that hate each other combined? Why? Answer that question in the comments below.
Peer into your crystal ball and let us know in the comments. And if you haven't already, subscribe to The Gamer for more.
Yes. Comment, like, subscribe. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all later. Out.